Billions of people around the world survive thanks to one simple machine, the tractor. They are the backbone of modern agriculture, a symbol of power and productivity. But there is a dark truth hidden behind the green fields. Some of these machines, instead of giving life, sowed death. We're talking about the horrific design flaws that claimed the lives of thousands of farmers. Today we will expose the 10 most dangerous tractors ever built, iron beasts that wrote history with blood and tears. Which tractor has ever made you afraid? Share below and don't forget to subscribe to join us in uncovering these forgotten stories. Starting our list is an undeniable legend, the John Deere 4020. Linked to the development of modern agriculture, this machine is a symbol of power and durability, considered one of the most important tractors in history. With over 200,000 units produced in nearly a decade, the 4020 was the top choice for every farm, with its 90-plus horsepower engine and superior hydraulic system. But few could have guessed that this very power was the source of a silent horror, an invisible killer hidden right inside the hydraulic system. The fear came from its extremely high hydraulic pressure, reaching 2,250 psi, an incredible figure at the time. This pressure, when used correctly, would generate tremendous pulling power. But when old or low-quality hydraulic hoses ruptured, it became a deadly water gun. The hydraulic fluid would spray out at missile speed, not only able to tear through flesh, but also injecting a type of toxin into the body. The initial wound seemed harmless, just a small prick, but that contaminated fluid would gradually destroy tissue, causing necrosis and leading to death if not treated immediately. It was a silent but horrifying way to die. In addition, the PTO, power takeoff shaft of the 4020, a component that generated powerful pulling force, became a deadly trap. Early models lacked proper protective shields, allowing the freely rotating shaft to easily entangle the operator's clothes, hair, or limbs, causing horrific tragedies like amputation. Although John Deere gradually rectified these flaws in later versions, the older tractors are still out there, a cold reminder of the dangers lurking beneath a mighty exterior. From a colossal machine, we move to a small warrior, the Farmall Super A. Born to work in tight spaces, the Super A quickly became the companion of countless farmers thanks to its compact size and superior maneuverability. Produced from 1947 to 1954, it was one of the pioneering tractor models, bringing mechanization to small farms. However, it came with an unbelievably dangerous design. Its steering wheel, instead of being dampened, was directly attached to the front axle, creating a direct threat to the operator. This meant that every time a front wheel hit an obstacle, whether it was a small rock, a hidden tree stump, or a deep furrow, the impact force would be transmitted directly to the steering wheel. The steering wheel would kick back violently and uncontrollably. It could slam directly into the operator's chest, hands, or wrists. Many people suffered broken bones, dislocated shoulders, or even severe concussions from what seemed like a harmless incident. The fear didn't come from the engine, but from the very steering wheel in the farmer's hands, turning every small bump into an attack. Farmers were forced to be constantly tense, pouring all their strength into gripping the steering wheel, turning their work into a continuous battle with the machine. It wasn't just a design flaw, it was a lethal mistake that turned the simplest tasks in the field into high-risk actions. The Farmall Super A is proof that sometimes the simplest machines can harbor the most extreme dangers. Next is a giant in the modern industry, the Case IH 7250 Magnum. Born in the age of technology, this tractor represented the pinnacle of power and performance. With over 200 horsepower, it was considered an unbeatable workhorse, designed to handle the toughest jobs. However, even the most advanced machines can conceal a tragedy, a fatal flaw that turned a vital component into a ticking time bomb. Inside that perfect exterior was a ticking time bomb, its transmission. Due to a rare manufacturing flaw, internal pressure in the transmission could build up This explosion not only destroyed the tractor but also launched hot, sharp metal fragments like blades flying everywhere at terrifying speeds. Although a rare occurrence, the consequences were unimaginable. The operator or anyone standing nearby could be hit by these metal shards, causing deep wounds, severe burns, or even instant death. This incident forced the manufacturer to issue widespread recalls and warnings. The story of the 7250 Magnum is a stark reminder that no technology is flawless. A minor flaw in design or manufacturing can turn a powerful machine into a deadly weapon. It shows that even in the digital age, safety must always be the top priority and should never be traded for convenience or power. Nicknamed the Widowmaker, the compact Massey Ferguson 135 became a symbol of reliability. Produced from 1964 to 1975, it was one of the best-selling tractors in the world, known for its versatility and durable engine. But that name was no accident. It was a bloody warning about its instability. With its high center of gravity and short wheelbase, this tractor became extremely dangerous when working on slopes or uneven terrain. A sudden turn or a small bump could cause it to roll over without any warning. The consequences of these tractor rollovers were catastrophic. Since many early models lacked a rollover protective structure, ROPS, operators were often trapped or crushed under the tractor's immense weight. Many families lost loved ones in accidents that could have been avoided. The nickname Widowmaker is a haunting pain in the agricultural community, a reminder of the tragedies that occurred in the fields. The painful lessons from the Massey Ferguson 135 changed how we view tractor safety forever. It helped push manufacturers to be more serious about designing protective structures, making ROPS a mandatory standard rather than an add-on option. Its story proves that no matter how efficient a tractor is, it cannot replace the safety of its operator. The International Harvester 1066 was a powerful machine produced in the 1970s. With up to 135 horsepower, it was equipped with a modern enclosed cab designed to protect the operator from dirt and noise, providing comfort during long workdays. But that very comfortable cab became a gas chamber, trapping an invisible and odorless killer. The problem with the 1066 was the leakage of carbon monoxide, CO, gas, from the exhaust into the cab. Carbon monoxide is an extremely toxic gas that is colorless, odorless, and tasteless. It binds to the blood hundreds of times faster than oxygen, preventing the blood from transporting oxygen to vital organs like the brain and heart. The driver might start to feel dizzy, nauseous, and fatigued without realizing they are being poisoned. These symptoms are easily mistaken for work-related exhaustion. As the CO concentration increased, the operator would gradually lose consciousness and could pass out while driving the tractor. The consequence was a loss of control, leading to catastrophic and fatal accidents. Many fatalities were recorded, making the 1066 a terrifying cautionary tale. It shows that sometimes deadly dangers come from the very features designed to provide convenience and safety. Ford is one of the biggest names in the tractor industry, and the Ford 5000 is a prime example of their success. Produced from 1964 to 1979, it was known for its durability and high performance. However, it had a fatal flaw that could turn a simple job into a disaster: its braking system. Early Ford 5000 models used disc brakes made of compressed cast iron, an extremely dangerous choice. When used continuously or in conditions requiring emergency braking, this material would overheat and suddenly lose effectiveness. The brakes would become soft, unable to generate enough friction to stop the tractor. Imagine a multi-ton tractor going downhill with a heavy implement, and the brakes fail completely. This is a horrifying scenario that many farmers had to face. Sudden brake failure led to collisions, rollovers, and fatal accidents. Although later versions were improved with better brakes, thousands of older Ford 5000s are still in use, serving as a constant reminder of the importance of brake maintenance and inspection. This story proves that no matter how powerful a machine is, if it cannot stop when it needs to, it becomes an unpredictable danger. The Belarus MTZ-80 is a legend of Eastern European agriculture, mass-produced since 1974. It was known for its durability, ease of repair, and low cost, but its very simplicity in design and sometimes lacking quality control turned it into a death trap, especially in two systems, hydraulics and electricity. The hydraulic hoses on the MTZ-80 were often of low quality, prone to rupturing under high pressure. Like the John Deere 4020, a burst hydraulic hose could spray high-pressure oil, causing severe penetrating injuries and blood infections. Furthermore, its electrical system was also a weak point. The wiring was often poorly installed, easily short-circuiting and causing tractor fires. In some cases, the driver could receive an electric shock upon touching the tractor's metal parts. These design flaws caused countless accidents, from serious injuries due to sprayed hydraulic fluid to sudden tractor fires. The story of the Belarus MTZ-80 is a cautionary tale about trading safety for cost. No matter how durable a machine is, if it lacks basic safety, it will always be a potential danger waiting to cause a tragedy. The Allis-Chalmers WD-45, produced from 1953 to 1957, was a powerful and advanced tractor for its time. It was equipped with groundbreaking features that helped farmers work more efficiently. However, a seemingly simple component became this machine's Achilles heel: its braking system. The WD-45 used drum brakes with brake shoes made of compressed steel. This was a serious design mistake. When the brakes were used continuously, especially when going downhill with a heavy implement, the temperature would rise extremely high. The compressed steel tended to rapidly lose friction under the effect of heat, making the brakes completely useless. This phenomenon was known as brake fade, and it caused countless accidents. Sudden brake failure on the WD-45 caused many drivers to lose control of the tractor, leading to collisions and rollovers. Although Allis-Chalmers later switched to better materials, the story of the WD-45 is still a reminder. It shows that even the most solid-looking tractors can contain deadly design flaws that only reveal themselves when faced with extreme conditions. The Ford 9N and 2N were tractors that revolutionized agriculture. With Harry Ferguson's three-point hitch system, they allowed farmers to use various implements flexibly, but this very advanced system harbored an unexpected danger, turning a simple job into a high-risk game with death. The problem with the Ford 9N and 2N was the power hop or rear-up phenomenon. When a rear-mounted implement such as a plow got caught on a large underground obstacle, the resistance created a powerful torque that pushed the rear of the tractor up. Due to its high center of gravity and the lack of a rollover protective structure, ROPS, the tractor could flip backwards suddenly. Thousands of farmers were trapped and crushed under the immense weight of the tractor, making it one of the most lethal machines in agricultural history. The introduction of the three-point hitch was a great advancement, but the lack of accompanying safety features caused a major tragedy. The lesson from the Ford 9N and 2N forced the industry to be more serious about safety standards, ultimately leading to the development of mandatory ROPS on modern tractors. We must not forget that a great technological leap can also hide the greatest danger. Finally on our list is the Case 1030 Comfort King, a tractor produced in the 1960s. The name Comfort King speaks to its goal to create the most comfortable working environment for the operator. The enclosed cab was designed to reduce noise and vibrations, providing a smoother feel during long work hours. However, this very comfortable cab became a death trap when the tractor was involved in an accident. Although it was designed for comfort, the structure of the 1030 Comfort King's cab was not durable enough to withstand a rollover. It was not designed as a rollover protective structure, ROPS. In the event of the tractor rolling over, instead of protecting the driver, the cab could severely deform, collapse, and crush the operator inside. The name Comfort King became a tragic irony, as the very feature meant for comfort became the cause of death. These are the dark stories of the 10 most dangerous tractors in history. Each machine is a costly warning about the importance of safety and design. We cannot change the past, but these lessons have helped us build a safer future. We can be grateful for the brave farmers who had to face these machines, and we can ensure that similar tragedies will not be repeated. What did you learn from this video? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this content valuable, please support us by subscribing to not miss out on more meaningful history stories.